Mr. Corbyn said Labour wanted to remain and reform, but the ship has sailed, as he attempted to outline the party's view on Brexit. The Labour leader told BBC's Andrew Marr the UK must have influence over the regulations and develop a form of customs union. But he said the party did not want to remain in the customs union, which would require full membership of the EU. But Mr. Corbyn ruled out a Norway-style model for Brexit. He said Norway accepts all the rules of the single market, doesn't have any ability to influence them whatsoever, and is a rather different economy to ours because it is heavily dependent on mainly oil. We are not. Norway is not a member of the European Union, but it is part of the European Economic Area (EEA) and European Free Trade Association (EFTA). Getty BBC Brexit News. Jeremy Corbyn rejects Norway-style Brexit. We wanted to remain and reform, but the ship has sailed. Jeremy Corbyn. The EEA provides access to the single market in exchange for payments. It also has an emergency brake system in place on free movement of people. Mr. Corbyn said Britain could work with the EFTA countries such as Norway, Iceland or Switzerland, but the principle has to be on free trade. The Labour leader shut down Keir Starmer's claims that Britain will have to pay for access to the single market after Brexit. He said, "Look, that is somewhere down the line. Whether we need to do that or not, the point has to be about the regulatory environment, but above all able to influence those regulations that come. So that means a trading relationship." BBC's Andrew Marr grilled Mr. Corbyn over Labour's position on Brexit. He said, "Your supporters want to remain members of the single market, and they want to be inside the customs union, and they want a second referendum. You always say that you listen to your members. Why do you now listen to them about these things?" Mr. Corbyn said, "I listen to the members all the time. There are numbers of opinion polls being done. I am not familiar with all of the questions that have been put to them. Yes, the membership of the Labour Party overwhelmingly voted to remain. Overwhelmingly Labour supporters voted to remain. But a third of them didn't. A third of them voted the other way." A recent poll by YouGov suggests that Labour supporters are unclear on the party's Brexit stance. A quarter of people thought Labour was completely against Brexit, and a third said they did not know.